Ooh, welcome back, Heavenlies. This is Heaven's Army playing Tekken 8, episode 47. So, we are moving on to Steve, our boxer Tekken player. So, not a whole lot of kicks. And very unique movement. Messing around with this character and while writing up the guide was something. I guess it really doesn't matter. All the outfits are fine. Let's go with that one though. And that one. So, what I've written down about Steve is to counter hit with good pokes and rush down pressure. I'll go with that.
Get ready for the next battle.
So yeah, I only see 2 new moves for Steve. Back 1+2. Not a plus move, surprisingly. Okay, almost everyone's got like a plus move that does something that covers everything. And then in heat state, back 1+2, 1+2. Ow. Oh, okay. The back 1+2 does nothing on its own. Is that 5 Fox Fury? Is that thing I've heard about? So never mind. That is a really good move. It's just in heat. Ow. Again, when I see moves, I'm like, I don't see how this is a main move. And then, yeah, sometimes you see it. It also does. Did that also do chip? It also does chip. Oh, well, that I didn't even write down because I didn't even know. Cool. Not only is it that, but it's also chip damage.
No more playing around. Smash.
And it's -4, yeah, okay. And it's safe. It's safe, does all of that, and does chip. Okay, cool. Some people. High 1 plus is +1. Good, good. 1, 2. High. That's the buttons I'm pressing. High, -3. Then he has a 2, -1, and a 2, 1. -5, both high highs. I don't see he has any high mids. Interesting. Okay, but he's going way too unsafe. That's why I've never. Again, I didn't write that one down. I just tried it. All I had was 4 moves that I showed you, not that 5th one. Down forward 1 is underscored or main move. Quick, very quick mid, -2. Okay, not bad. Down forward 1, 2, 1+2. Ow. So, I think I canceled it. No, I think I'm doing it right. He does a weird dodge. Okay. 1, 2 does anything? That's 2, 2, which is negative. Okay. Things are changing. Apparently there's many strings and many cancels out of this down forward 1. String, okay. I have a little string counter too. With my down forward 1. Some people just have a generic down forward 1 mid poke, and some people got strings out of them. So this one has strings out of them. Down forward 2. Not your typical down forward 2. Yeah, this is a mid. Yeah, it's one of those. So it's like meant for a counter hitting, not a launcher. So there's no launch with this one. Mostly everybody else has a launch out of it, and a very few, like Steve and a few others, it's not a launch. 1+2 is a mid-mid. Oh, this is before I had all the stuff. Yeah. Okay, so some of these are from Flower, so I just moved them up there. And this one's just there. Okay. I gotta scroll down already. Forward 2. Mid -6. Okay. Forward 2, 1, 2. And he cancels, and he does a little weird cancel punch. -10, forward 2, 1. Mid high -5, okay. Forward 2, 1, forward. Goes into peekaboo, okay. At 0, okay. At 0. And then forward 2, 1 back. Goes into flicker. And then forward 2, 2 goes into lion stance or whatever it is, Lionheart. So just from off this forward 2 business, you're +1 off of that. Yeah, so already getting poked and getting into all like 3 stances from just that one poke. Yeah, it's I like Steve messing around, but when I started seeing all these stances, I'm like, not for me. Up forward 2, mid -14, jumping. Oh, I didn't write down low crush. I'll just write down LC, and I think I'll understand what that means at some other point. My guide is written so fast, I don't even have any of my pluses with the. I highlight the colors red. But I did not have that, and I don't even have a bracket at the end of this combo. Yeah. Anyway, it's we're getting to the point where I gotta like rush, make sure that these characters are ready for the thing. This is a forward, hold forward 2, which is a mid +6, and I didn't even have heat state. Oh boy. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just happy this is done at least, as in like an order. Yeah. Down, forward, 1. So is it down, forward 1, or when you're hit forward? Down, yeah, so the way I wrote it was correct. There's a few that's this and 1. So this 1. And there's some that's this. You see how the forward was still hit? Right there, perfectly. Down, forward 1 at the top left of the screen. So some are, again, and there's a lot of people that's just like, yeah, forward, 2. And it's just like, no, forward, hold forward 2. It'll always come out. It'll always come out. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I can't stress enough how much you may need to like sometimes go in there, see which buttons are grayed out or darker gray. That means they want you to hold the button, and sometimes there's like a different way to do the same move, different button configuration, and learn from there. Yeah, I found some unique stuff throughout this whole written guide of this, and then doing them too helps remind me of some of that stuff. Anyway, we gotta hold back after this. -3 and go into flicker. So we just turned that -10 into a -3, everybody. Wow, okay, there you go. Up back 2, high, +3 and homing. I had +3. That is actually +5. Okay. Back 1, hold back. High -1. Go into flicker, back 1, 2. +3 going into lion, and it's homing. Oh boy, and then back 1, 2, hold back. Okay, so you hold back to cancel. I didn't write down cancel. Oh, I was like, huh? I have missed so many words. To cancel, okay. goodness, everybody. Oh yeah, it's gonna be like this for the next batch of characters, basically. Down back 1 plus 2 is your armor. Mid negative 13, okay. And then down back 3 to low high. Oh, the stomp. All right, so I got that low high negative 27. If the low misses, it's negative 6. And I don't think I wrote down you go in stance. But I think we're going into flicker there, aren't we? I think so. I don't have flicker written down. If the low hits plus hit, cancel with back. So sometimes you're just getting pieced up. And then they throw in the AI didn't block that? Hey, this is early. Hey, yeah. Surprised you made it. Yeah, that looks like it's all guarantee. You can't block that? I don't like the sounds of that. Let me see if I can block it, because I don't like that. I would have wrote down jails if I would have seen that. I think you can block that, yeah? Or hopefully duck it. Okay, my bad. I didn't mean to move. But what I will do is push him to the wall. Nope, I was holding guard the whole time. And I keep moving, my bad. Yeah, I'm hitting, okay. Let's see what happens when I get if I get ducked that. Nope. It seems that fully jails if it just hits you while you're stand blocking. Good grief, I don't like moves like this. Okay. At least with my jail move, you can block it. My low high is exactly like Steve's. Okay, but you can still block my high. You are allowed to block. It doesn't confirm a hit. Right? So, yes, I can do the same low high, but you can still block the high. If you duck, you're gonna get hurt because it jailed to hit you, but you can still block. Steve's hit you. So I didn't write that down, but jail. Yeah, jails. I don't have that written down either. Okay, a whole bunch of notifications popped up all at once. Well done, world. Okay, we're here. Scroll down again. Up, forward, 3, 2 is another low high. It's the exact same thing. Okay, it's the exact same thing. I gotta block all though. Yeah, so it's the exact same move basically. Okay, down to 1 is a string that I consider a main move to look out for. Down to 1. That's a low, by the way. You're getting punched in the above the knee, so that's like a mid. We're gonna come across a few moves that really should be changed. Either the animation to match what's happening. There's a bunch of highs where people are kicking you in the head, kicking you higher than where my punch is, and it's considered a mid. Right? And there's a few moves like this where that's a low, and it's just like that's pretty close to low, but it's also pretty close to mid right now. Yeah, we're just a little higher than lower than that right now. So I don't know why, but I assume Tekken would fix the moves that changed from Tekken 7 to 8, because they did change what they are. Some moves were a high and now they're just mid, and they just changed it. But they didn't change the animation. And then there should be like a rule of thumb, like if you hit anywhere from here or higher, then like that's a high. But if you hit anywhere from here or there or here, those are all mids, and anything below that are lows. And it should be just a rule of thumb, like, yeah. And if your character doesn't animate into that, you gotta change it. That's just like something I assumed would be done and patched by now. But anyway, that's just me. Just seeing things visually and it doesn't match up what's happening, so it throws me off. Anyway, down one's also another underscored one, so it's a low -13. 16 frames, okay. I'm noticing a lot of his lows makes him go unsafe. Okay, and down, down, forward, forward 2 is a low. Okay, I didn't mean to hold forward. It's low -18. If you hold, you go into peekaboo at also -8. And then albatross. Oh, okay, my bad. That's it. I started reading the stance stuff. He crouches, peekaboo, gloves to the face, albatross spins towards, limbo, ducking, duck towards, flicker, steps away, and outfoxes up back 3. Oh, I don't even have his stuff written down fully. Anyway, ducking left is just 3. Ducking his left. And then ducking his right would be 4. So his kicks are not kicks. When he throws a kick move, he actually is doing a stance and evades. So that's why I wrote down in the Twitter X that a unique character with very few kicks and and very good like movement and unique movement as well, basically. So anyway, with ducking left, there's only 5 moves. So we got a 1-1, mid-mid, -13. This one's the one that people will probably use instead of ducking left, which is 3-1-2. It's a high homing, goes into Lionheart, +3, and they can cancel if they want to. And they don't have to go into that +3 stance for some reason if they don't want to. I'm assuming they go into +3. Anyway, and then the rest are all not underscored, so... Oops, I'll try to do 3, 2, 1. There it is. You just gotta hit 2, 1. You don't have to do it quick. You just have to hit 3, 1, 2, 1, and it'll cancel the punch and do something else. So there it is. Yeah. It's mid though. I didn't write that down. It's 2 mids that still come out. Okay, 3, 1, forward 1, 1. That's +3. Oh wow, and it's just other punches. Okay, there's a plus string out of that, and then 3, 2, 1. A shoulder to that, and it's safe. Okay. Well, that's left, everybody. There's many more stands to go. Ducking right has only 3 moves. 1, 2. Which is almost the same shoulder, but this one is mid +3. Mid-high +3. Goes Lionheart and it's homing, and can cancel by holding back, of course. Going into -1 again, just like the last one. But you can also do... and go into peekaboo. You can cancel the high if people are starting to duck it, probably. I'm assuming you can duck that. And then they'll just go into peekaboo, and then they're -1 peekaboo in your face while you're ducking. So by the time you stand up, you're gonna be slower, right? I think all rising moves are like 11 frames or so while you're in peekaboo. If he has a peekaboo that's 10 frames, he should beat you by 1 frame. Anyway, but yeah, just stuff like that. Like if you ducking and trying to get back up, then you're losing frames. And then trying to get something up that was 11 frames, that was too slow if he did something quicker. Anyway, this again, more extra stuff to think about. You don't have to worry about that now. Same as the 3, but 1 and then 2, 1. There it is. Yeah, it's that. Every time he does a weird fake out punch and says burning, that's how you're doing the right 2, 1 correctly. Oh, forward 2 is also an underscore. So I had forward 1, 2 was a main move, and so was forward 2. Mid -13? Why? I don't know, but I was told that it was, so I move on. Quick spin is 3 + 4. It spins towards you. Quick spin and hold up. Quick spin allows you to do it again. Allows you to kind of like get in the way, get out kind of thing. So again, Steve Foxes that are not attack focused, but these evasive moves focused would probably be, I think, more scarier. If they're just weaving around all your punches, you know, dodging. I don't even know what the dodging. You're like, you throw a punch and you're just like, what? You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I think that would be a much more scarier Steve who's got like the movement of Steve figured out fully. That sounds way more scarier. Anyway, I don't see any underscored moves here, so quick spin may not be anything. Or the person who I just quickly watched while using Flowers' guide. And then matching up with what somebody else says, just, yeah. And now we're getting into the stuff here. Okay, let's get down. Quick spin. I tried. Quick spin 2.
It's over.
Mid -3. This is mid -3. What am I doing? I don't need to do that. I can do this. Mid -3. This is a low -12, very evasive. It's like my Elisa's down 1 + 2 while full crouched. Like it's literally that. She just spins around and can spin away from you. Yeah. 3 + 4 forward is peekaboo. Up or down being evasive. Up 1. These are the stuff I've written down. Up or down. And then up or down 2. Is that right? There's up 1. And then it's low -13. Okay, that's probably where I've gone wrong. Right here. Okay, there you go. Done. And then there's that, which is you can spin and going back into peekaboo again. So you can kind of like go into peekaboo a few times. And you can also spin and throw a punch if they're trying to interrupt you. Yeah, anyway. And I guess from... Oh, never mind. I just went into peekaboo. Never mind. Ducking is this. Or 3 or 4. Ducking, hold, swaying. There it is. Okay, they're kind of throwing you off. I think I have this written down somewhere as to why. It's called ducking in, which is the same as ducking. It just says to shift to ducking, hold 3. But it doesn't work. As you just saw, I went into this and I held. What they meant to say was you could hold 3 or hold 4. And while you're holding forward, then hold 3. So hold forward, hold 3, and you'll do it. So just holding forward sets it up. Holding 3 down will make them do not just the ducking, but then the ducking in part. Okay, that was the thing that I got a little confused with because I was trying to read it going, man, this isn't working. I'm like this. And I got it, okay? Luckily I got it. That was the right timing. But if you did this, it doesn't work. And if you do it too slow, yeah, it's not working. But if you see the duck in, you can hit them 2 separate times. Okay, I'm doing them 2. I'm having a complete break of 16 frames. So I'm doing forward 3, neutral, forward 3. And it works, you just gotta get the timing, or the easier way, just hold forward, hold 3. Problem solved. Okay, for those who are like, I can't get ducking in figured out, well, that's what I've figured out, but now we gotta get back to the actual scheduled programming of going through these moves. I don't have any of these moves, I don't think I have anything written underscored here. Oh, I do still have something in Peekaboo. So all of these other duckings I don't have. Again, the person just gave me a few moves, I just wrote them down and went, okay, and then I underscore them. So that means some of these might be very, very good moves, I just don't know, so. Anyway, forward 3, 1. -7. -4. Are you a launcher? It's a launcher, okay. I again, don't have that either. Forward 3, forward 2. There you go, better. I didn't mean to do that. I had him, but it was a high. +5 goes into Lionheart, everybody. Good grief, okay. There it is, I did it. When it says the burning, I did it right. It was hold forward, basically. Yeah, hold forward and then hit 2, 1 quickly. Okay.
Uppercut.
Okay. All mids, -12.
Uppercut.
This is a wall finisher. Yeah, don't use that in the opening unless you really got somebody. It's a when you wall splat somebody and they're just about to drop, you just do that. Okay. I already taught you how to do ducking in. Yeah, this is where it was. Okay. It says ducking in, forward 3, hold forward, or hold forward 4, hold forward. So you do forward 3, hold forward, and nothing happens. I'm doing exactly what's told. Forward 3, hold. Right? But that's why I was like, wait a minute, and then hold 3 or 4, not the swiftest swaying brackets. Right? So that's all that's telling me to do is hold 3 and then hit back. Or hold 3 and hit up and down. Or hold this to cancel. And cancel it. Right? But they don't tell you how to actual duck in. So it was right here. I took the time to write it down. Just hold forward. And if you want to do the double duck and then hold 3. Whoop. That's it. So I could hold forward for an hour. And then I just hold 3. And then you'll do it. If you hit it while holding, you'll only do it once. And if you hold, you'll do it. Simple. And I don't know why they didn't write it down like that. Hold forward, then hold 3. While holding forward. Hold forward, hold 3. Done. Problem solved. Anyway, I was there for a while messing around with that. Anyway. Mid -7. Yeah, there we go. Good grief. Okay. Another launcher. I really don't have this down written well, but oh well. Okay, this is almost exactly like ducking, isn't it? This is almost exactly like ducking. In fact, all the stances are the same. All the moves are the same. Yeah, it's all the same stuff. Okay. Yeah, it is. Okay. My bad, I didn't realize that, but they were all the same moves. Again, I was just going quickly, and I'm starting to see it now. Okay. Well, that was ducking in. Now we're into peekaboo, forward 3 + 4. Yeah. Auto block while moving forward. So if I had the PC punching, while you're moving forward in this stance, you will block. That's very unique. Reina has a parry in one of her stance, just hitting forward. She will parry you if she hits it when you throw the punch. And Steve can just hold forward and block. That's something that I didn't think any character would ever have in Tekken, but he's blocking right now. He's absolutely safe. And I would have never known that unless the game tells you to. But yeah, shift to peekaboo can shift to ducking, ducking left, right, or swaying, and shift into quick spin. Yeah, anyway, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, cool. Let's do this. 1, 2, 1. High, high, mid, negative 13. They could probably stop in the middle somewheres. Yeah, they can stop in the middle, so they don't have to play it unsafe. Again, I don't have all of this written down, so I'm just gonna do the full strings. This one is the one that I have 2. 2 is actual underscored, so 2 is a high homing again move. On chip damage on block, I don't think I had that. I did not have chip damage, by the way. Okay, and it says punch parry effect. So if they do this, they have a punch parry effect? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but there's a punch parry effect somewhere in there. Explain that, who knows? And it's burning move again, of course. So the moment you see that, if you hear burning, move on. You did it. Congrats. And you're -8 for, I don't know if that's any good or not, but anyway. 1 + 2. This is a grab, everybody. So if he's in his stance and you get grabbed, it's 1 + 2 to break it. That was a lot of punches. Okay, so like most stances, most grabs are 1 + 2. Most, not all. And Steve is under that category as well. So I just gotta remember, if I see a stance and I get grabbed, I just gotta remember that. Well, I cannot wait to get to the throwing grab game to feel a little bit more confident in saying that words. But yeah, anyway. Highlight this because that's where we're at, and then scroll on down. There's a whole mess of these. I got a few more that are underscored, not this one though. This is forward 2, 1. Whoa, that was a very slow stop mid move to go back into peekaboo. Yeah, I don't know why you would. Well, I mean, you're pushed pretty far back. Maybe you can probably spin away. Okay, maybe. Okay, anyway. Forward 1 + 2. High, high, -5. Okay. This one here is the one that's marked. So it's down forward. Yeah, it's this one. Down. So what I've done to make my guides a little bit easier, I just counted how many moves there are and then put in the numbers. And then like just put in the stuff, and I kind of left it so I kind of know what's there. Before I just let it go and it was a mess and chaos. But I've learned that it's better to like know how many moves there are and then be like, yeah, okay, there's like 12 moves, so I just put in the 12 numbers that are next, and then I if I have time, I try to put in the moves, and I just literally copy paste like 4, 3 + 4, comma with the thingy, and then that's the next thing. And if I could do the rest of the numbers, I do it. But anyway, down forward 1, 1, 2, 1. Can I hold down forward the whole time? Mid, 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 -13. Most do down forward 1, 1. And stop at -10. Okay. There you go. So that's what I've written down. And then we have the same thing again, 1, 2. And that's the better looking move. With a high and everything. Yeah, so again, I knew that was happening. Oh, you go, again, I don't know why you could go plus move from there, but yeah. Lying hard and homing, and can cancel by holding back again. Yeah, okay. Now we're here. There's another underscore for a little further down. Okay. So this is that burning move again. Yeah, that one again. I've seen it enough times to know. Down forward 2. It's a launcher. Oh, okay. He has a down forward 2 launcher, everybody. It's just in a stance. That I did not know either. Cool. That is where I'm at. Okay, so this down 1 is the last one I have. There's a few more moves after this, but this is the last main move I know out of this stance. Down 1, which is a low. I can shift into peekaboo, which I don't have written down. Okay, I don't know what that's about, but is that the low to the mid? Or while crouching? It's the same. Oh, thank you. While you're crouching, you can do this and shift into peekaboo. Or you could just, during peekaboo, hit down 1 and do the exact same thing. Okay, thank you. That took me a few seconds to go, huh? But I got it now. Okay. Peekaboo down 2. Slower, much more reactable. I don't think anyone's gonna use that one unless they're really trying to throw off their timing. This has got a lot of stuff that you can hold back to go into flicker stance at some point. Back 1, 1, 2, 1. And then that was -3. -10. So you're better off always going into flicker stance because you're way more safer. -3. I'm just gonna write down back -3, and I'm gonna be like, huh? And then I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm writing this down as quickly as possible. Back 2. Ooh, that is evasive. Okay. That can dodge a few things, actually. Yeah, that hit from back there, too? That would, I think my, like, up forward 2 and stuff would miss, and my forward 3 would miss. Wow, okay, anyway, that was very evasive. And now, the last move? Up, forward, or up? That is 100% the launcher. Why do you need to do peekaboo when you could do it without peekaboo? It's the exact same thing. You don't need to do peekaboo. You can just do it whenever you want. Ah, so without peekaboo, up forward 2 is that, but up is exactly what it is. Up forward. Weird. Yeah, anyway, you can just hit up. You can do that whenever you want. You don't need to be in peekaboo to do that, but okay, launcher. I'm gonna write down same as just up 2. There you go. Swaying is back 3 or back 4. Ah, okay. So if you're swaying, they tell you to hold down the button that you use and then hit forward. And you could go into ducking. If you hold 3, you could also hit down or... Yeah, anyway, cool, right? So you can just keep swaying and ducking out of the way and duck left or right, depending on how you know, if you know exactly what the character's doing to you. Yeah, swaying has 3 moves. Okay, it says I am forcing the opponent to crouch, but again, the opponent is not crouching on their status, so I'll never know fully. It looks like we're forcing them to crouch on my end, but they're not crouching on the status of their end, so I don't know if they're truly crouching. Because when you hit them with a low, they're crouching. You see how their status changes to crouching? Yeah. So that's exactly what I want to see when I do when I do this, I want to see that their status went to crouching, so I know. Instead of having to go into training it and see it. There's so many quick fixes to do yet still in this game that would tidy up all of that. Anyway, moving on. Swaying 2. Oh, I've seen that move done before, but you gotta really get a good read on, and if they're gonna throw, if you're always going like this and they always retaliate, then you retaliate and you just blast them. It's a knockout move. Yeah, you can get them. You can launch, you can wall carry off of that. So yeah, I've seen that happen very few times, but it can happen. So it's not a main move, but I know to watch out for something crazy like that. Not that I would be able to dodge it if it happens to me. And then swaying 1+2. Oh, okay. That's a high grab. You can break with what? Anytime you get grabbed, okay, so far it's the same. Anytime if you get grabbed, you can break. Oh, you went off the wall. Interesting. Okay, anyway, that's swaying. Flicker stance. Is this the one that's got a whole bunch of them? No, it's not. Okay, it doesn't have a whole lot of moves, but there is one of them that does have a main move under it. Okay. Flicker stance 1-1-1-2. They can do shift into move 1 back, 1-1 back, 1-1-1 back. At any time, they can go back to flicker stance. Cool. And what was that at the end? They could go into a quick spin at any time too. Oh, at plus 14? Plus 17? I did not know that. Plus 17 is unbelievably high. What? Excuse me? What do you do when someone can at any time on one block go plus 17 on you? While you're spinning, can you jab check them? Because if you can't jab check that plus 17, what do you do? What do you do? I didn't even realize, but I'm gonna write down just like check this move out later. Yeah. Cause that's something I gotta research that one. Anyway, let's get back to the move, which is just, there you go. That's all that was supposed to happen. High, mid, -12, nothing to worry about. But no, it seems that they can just up and murderlize you at any time by just going plus. Okay, 1, 2, 3 spin. You can punch 1, 2, or 3 times, be 17 plus 14 and plus 14. Yeah, wow. Wow, everybody. Just absolutely wow. That I never knew about. I just learned something terrifying about Steve right now. Oh, whoops. 1-1. Mid -5? Okay. Mid high at 0. Or you can do up or down. Okay, whatever feels good, comfortable for you, get up or down. Okay. Mid -5. This is the move that they highlighted. So I don't know what is going on with this move. I don't really see anything special. Maybe it forces you to crouch. Yeah, okay, I guess it's got a counter hit property to it too, but this is the only move that they said in Flicker that's main to them. Yeah, anyway. Another grab, and if you get grabbed, it's 1+2. Okay, so as of right now, all of Steve's grabs are 1+2 breaks, so which is great because that helps when you know all of his stance grabs are 1+2. You can just write that down. All stance grabs break with 1+2. It's one line, and you got all of his grabs broken from stances. So like that's what I would have on my more complete guide as I get more experience. Right? Like I don't have to have all of these moves written down. I just need instance. Yeah, that's it. That's all I need. So anyway. High -9 armor. That's like a Brian Fury punch. Oh my goodness, that's almost exactly like it. And he had that the whole time, and technically Brian got this from Steve. This is all Steve's fault why Brian is so good, because Steve had this first. just throwing things out there to see how people react. And now we're into Lionheart, which is up back 3. There was something about Swindler and something else, and the person kept talking about Swindler and something and Lionheart and Outfox. Outfox, Lionheart, Swindler, they kept saying all these words, and it threw me off. So I'm just gonna write down Outfox Lionheart, which is because you're like dodging way out of the way. So I think this is Outfox / Lionheart. It's throwing me off, but when you see him doing his feet maneuvers, be careful. So anyway, I don't know if I can I hit? I can't hit him, so let's just do this. There's a mid homing heat engage, heat state, mid -9. Yeah, incredible. Yeah, fun, right? That's the move I've written down. Now let's go to this, which is 2. Okay, we know that that's definitely a launcher. And then last but not least, 1+2. Ah, I don't know. I'm writing that down. Yes, Brian's are gonna use that. I'm gonna underscore that one even if the dude didn't even talk about this move. Again, I might even, if he got this season 2, I didn't have that written down in my new moves. But if he had it all season, the guy never spoke about this move, and I know Brian's used this all the time. Yeah, it's a high, so you gotta duck it, but you gotta be careful because he has a launcher. So just because you're ducking all of his unblockables doesn't mean he can't launch you and kill you. And he can also just choose to go into a long range heat mid engager too. He can just choose. It's high in mids for him. It's all good around. Yeah, all around good for him. So we made it to my full crouch game. And wild down. Yes, okay. We don't need to see that. Full crouch, I just have wall rising 1, which is a main move. It doesn't launch, it just looks like it launches. It's a mid -3 with strings. Okay, there are more strings to this one. That's why it's so important. Okay, and wall rise 2. And that also doesn't launch. Okay. That's all I have written down. Again, I did not write down how many crouch moves he has. So that's all I have is that. There's more, yes. Full crouch game. Is it here or is it that's up above all of this then? It's above all of the stances. While crouching. Yeah, so if wall rise 1 and wall rise 2. Dude, are you joking me? The dude just said wall rise 2? No, you're better off going at 2-2. That is so much stronger. Okay, again, I don't have all of this written down, sadly, and then there's that. Weird. I don't know why you put yourself a -15 on that in that moment, but okay. That's that. Okay. Gives heat state? I just have it blinked. I did not get around to getting Steve's all of his moves, which is very easy to like. If I gave myself the time, I could do it now. I would just write down 1+2, then this, then this, then this, and then this, and then that's it. Like, it gives the heat states is then done. It's that simple, right? And then when I see this now, I can put this in the heat mode. right? And then I would put that down into the heat state area, not that gives heat state, but this. And I don't have it here. Yeah, so just to quickly throw in some numbers, it's just back 1 + 2, 1 + 2.
Over here.
With Lionheart activated during Lionheart, take high or mid attacks to shift into
Over
two-faced.
here.
During Lionheart,
Over here.
is that weirdly timed? Because that looks like a high or a mid move when you're in heat? Are you joking me? I don't think any Steve has mentioned this. Not a single Steve has ever mentioned this move. It's like the professionals and a whole bunch of other Steve mains are like, we don't want to tell people about this kind of stuff. And since no one's gonna take the time to go through all of the moves, we're fine. And it's just like, if all of the other professionals who fight like worldwide tournaments and stuff, they took the time to learn this, they've also never warned us about these moves either. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't know what it is that I need to be looking for to get heads up about stuff like this. Who would have thought that when Steve goes into heat mode that you really shouldn't push, because if he does that move, any higher mid that I do is just gonna get that? So that's the stuff that's just like, what's going on? Okay, that's a very quick, I don't know, that's a, at least Elisa goes into a stance, and I don't know, that one's kind of seems not worth it. During ducking in. There you go, better. That's the can't throw escape. But it's a high, so if you see it, 1 or 2. If I ever see that, I'm probably gonna just start ducking, because I don't want that. And that's his heat move, okay. Yeah, so that stuff there is really good to check out for all characters too, which I haven't done. I just need to go through all the characters again. Add gives heat state, fix the heat state really quickly. It's at least we could kind of quickly go through it. And then like just look underneath and see what actually happens when they're in heat. If any moves get powered up, they let you know here, at least, thank goodness. And it speeds up the process, because going through every single move takes forever. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I looked at that, but now we gotta actually do it ourselves. This is mid +1 armor, and then these are a bunch of mids. Plus, it went -9 +8, and then it goes into a stance. For some reason I don't have it written down, but I think it was flicker. And you can cancel it by holding back. And you stay -9. Why would you? Why would you stay -9 when your character does a shift in the stance and goes +9? I don't know how you go from +9 to +8 in like 1 frame. I don't get it. I see the numbers happening down there. It was +9 when it ended, and then he starts flickering or flickering or yeah, it wasn't that, right? It was flicker. No, he went Lionheart. Oh, okay. He's going Lionheart. I will change that now. I didn't have that written down, but yeah, that's crazy. With -9, he just goes into Lionheart +8. What? How? Anyway, and then I got the down forward 3 + 4 into 1 or 1 + 3. Okay. Okay, that's what's going on. I did write down some of this stuff. Okay, and then you can grab into a 1 and grab into 2. Okay, Oh, okay, cool. The rage art we don't need to see. We do need to see these grabs. We need to find out if he has a full grab game or not. Some people got a full grab game. Some people, like my character, doesn't have a grab game at all. Break that with a 1 if you can. Break that with a 2. 1 plus 2. Ooh, that is a break with a 2 only. Spinning elbow drop. An opponent down 1 plus 2 to hit grounded. Okay, well he has 1 extra grab, so not a full grab game. A full grab game is when they grab you the exact same looking way, like this, or like this, and one of them is a 1 break, another exact same looking one is a 2 break, and then another one is a 1 plus 2 break. And now you have to literally pay attention to whatever it is, and then deal with the full grab game. But he has a whole bunch of stances that goes into grabs, but we know that they're all 1 plus 2. So a little bit easier. Are you missing anything? Ah, there it is. So he has a... Or during flicker stance, it's the same thing. When pairing the attack, you can hit a 1. Yeah, okay, there it is. And then the low. Okay, so there you go. And there was something to do with the heat mode as well that we just saw, right? So there's that. And that would be Steve done, because I got some strings. One person said 1 2 1 is the best in the game. One of the best strings in the game. So one of again, there's a few people. Law has a 10 string. He has a 10 string. There's a few. The Lars has a 10 string. So like, there's a lot of very solid 10 frame strings in Tekken 8. Everyone had like a magic 4 in Tekken 7, and that was scary. Now there are just a few people that have some amazing 10 frame stuff that they can do. There's 1 2 1 2, and then there's more. Yeah, anyway, so there's more strings to go out of that, but 1 2 1 is just all you need. Down 2 1 2. Low, mid, and high. He hits you with everything. Boop. Low, mid, high. I like that. Anyway, it's weird, but that's there. It's a round closer, I guess. And back 1, down 2 1. What? Okay. So back 1 is high. High, low, mid, everybody. Are you joking me? That could be a round closer too. That was -9 that I wrote down? You're safe. You're safe when you end on a mid. When you do a low and a mid. Wow. Can you like sidestep that or something? I don't know. And out of nowhere, so back 1 can like things can happen to you? Yeah, so you just don't like, I don't know if you can prepare for that low or not, but more things for me to figure out, really. All right, well, that's Steve part 1 done with just the moves that I wanted to see. Again, I feel like most of these guides, I don't have enough main moves. So I feel like I might be missing a lot of really important moves. Oh my goodness. By the time Flowers gets to play with me, it's gonna be Shaheen and Steve, and that night I'll be starting Victor. So next episode it'll be Flowers recapping these two people's Okies, and I'll do Victor, and then I do Xiao Yu, and then it's just Yoshimitsu and Zafina, and then it's Lydia and Heihachi. And we're done. Yes, it's literally, we'll just consider this week 1, week 2, week 3. In 4 weeks, everybody, in 1 month, we'll be done. Yeah, that's crazy. Now, I only said to Flowers 2 is enough, But let's just pretend that Flowers did get an extra character done, and an extra character done. We'll have it done in 3 weeks, but no, there's no rush. 2 is enough. I'm assuming the Okies are a pain in the butt. By what Flowers is saying, that they can't seem to find the Okies. And I forget, I thought I wrote down a whole bunch of stuff to find what Okies are. It's not just called look for Oki. It's not character Oki. You can write down a few other words, and it also gives you an Oki guide. And it's just like, yeah, anyway, it's probably, I'm assuming a big pain. I looked up a few of them and I found them, and just like Flowers said they don't work, so it's like, okay, then I guess they don't work. Not enough for me, like, I'll move on. But just knowing that we got this week, next week, the week after, and then the last week, everybody. This is why I'm pushing so hard. The end goal of this, trying out everybody's moves and seeing what they do, helps me to see it. And I just see it. Now I've seen them, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that I've seen that move before. With Steve, I just saw that one of the moves, that high unblockable, was an underscore move. So like I definitely put that down as a main move, but it helps for me to see them and do them. I don't know why I have to physically punch in the commands and do them and see them myself. I wish I could just learn by looking or listening or writing it down, and I just know. Like, it's not fair that I have to do the stupid moves myself. It takes so long, but we're here. We're so close to the end of this. We're so close, and yeah, okay, I was like, am I on me? I am. Let's go with the nicer outfit. Again, this is the one from Tekken 7. I've been wearing this for so long, I kind of just got used to it now. Let's change up the level too. Yeah, let's change it up some. Okay, and Steve can be Steve.
Get ready for the next battle.
So Steve is now done. I could change that up here. And now we're doing the punishment guy, which I don't need a guide anymore for. He has 16 moves. Okay, some people have like 12 or 14. He's up to 16 moves that are punishable. A bunch of them are in stances. Oh. Sonic Fang, trying to it's a quick 2-punch move, isn't it? That goes in the heat. Knee Clipper? That a low? Foot Stomp to hook. Yeah, so I don't know if that's reactable. So I don't know about that one. If they want me to block that low, that may not happen, but Body Bomb? That's a jumping move, isn't it? Beat down? Is that high Brian attack? While rising 1-2. Oh, mine's safe when I do that. While crouching 2. Is that another low? Cyclone knee clip. Is that another low move? I think it is another low move. Skyscraper. Cutting elbow. Peekaboo. Another peekaboo. Peekaboo again. A lot of peekaboo moves are unsafe, it seems. And Lionheart 2. Okay, well, it wasn't Lionheart 1+2, so this is that launcher. That's probably the heat move or the launcher move, and I'm assuming it's the heat move. We'll figure it out. Anyway, let's just do this. Yep, it was 1-2, and then 2-2 is all I can do. Okay. Knee clipper's probably a low. 26 frames is reactable. You can totally react to that. That's all I get is a good read and nothing out of it. Cool. Another low. Again, how quick was that? 16 frames is truly unreactable. Yeah, anyway, they want you to block a 16 frame move. That is a very strange mid. 3-2 it is. Or 3 forward too, if you don't want heat. That was a jumping move, I was correct. Portal forward 2? Okay, am I forced? So, okay, I am not crouched. Yeah, okay. But it says that I am. I'm hitting 1 too, aren't I not? I am, I'm hitting 1 too. I'm hitting 1 2. 1 2. 1 2 and 2 comes up. So yeah. Why is that not working? There we go. So again, I don't know why they haven't fixed that. On one person's thing, it's saying, yeah, you're crouched. And on your end, on my Elisa, as I was playing her, it said you're standing. You are not crouching. I'm like, well, then I don't have to worry about that. I can punish. But so I think there's like a little error typo there that they clearly missed this. How else would this go on for over a year and then not be written down or noticed? So yeah, that's all I gotta say. That there's something missing there. Another low. 19 frames is a bit quick, everybody. So unsafe. Ah, too slow. I think my body's not moving as quick as I wanted to. So a punch? What are you doing? While rising 1 2. Okay. It does nothing when they hit you. So what were they aiming for? I don't know if O'Brien will use that move. I have no idea. That seems silly, and I've never seen Brian ever do that move. Again, I don't think you'll ever see that move in a real fight. Okay, I didn't push forward hard enough. Okay. That's kind of really reactable. Okay. So reactable, I can be like, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's oh my goodness. That's crazy. Anyway, we're gonna just block it and then wall rise for that. That's all I get when you can react to a launch. He went sha and I still hit him. Okay. Flowers didn't react, so that means they're not here. There we go. So the quick spin, I'm probably only gonna be able to block it. So basically, in reality, I am just gonna block it. And all I'm gonna get is that. Again, if I was on the ball, I will wall rise for that, but I think in the middle of trying to survive, I will just block. That's forward. Did I hit forward? I had to hit forward. I had to hit 2 that many times? I don't like how sometimes I hit the buttons, but they don't come out. Still never been a fan of that. That's an elbow. Really? A weird elbow, everybody. During peekaboo, there's a weird elbow attack. Again, if you're in peekaboo, you're gonna do something else, yeah? Hello? So quick, man. I didn't even see it. He just moved and he hit me. Yeah. Good grief. Unreactable. And then up 2. Okay, if I've ever see them trying to launch me, that's a launch. That's a launch for a launch. Okay, I still have it. I can still do it, everybody. Lionheart 2 is the giant launcher. Okay. And it's only... It's a mid! Oh, I couldn't duck it! Are you kidding me? Okay.
Here.
I thought it was a high. If it was a high, everybody, you could just duck and murder, but the game says no.
Now this is what I call fun.
And that's why I don't do that move.
Now
Okay,
this is what I call
let's do the
fun.
proper one. I will not fail this one. As I almost dropped that. I almost dropped it with the I ran in just a little too close, but it just hit. Like another for 1 frame second longer, if I would have held the button and walked that one move closer, I probably would have missed. Okay, well that's Steve, everybody. That's Steve's punishes. Most of those punishes I've never even seen a Steve main ever do. Most of them. The uppercut, they were trying to launch you, sure. The some of those lows, sure, they're just trying to open you up. But the rest, I'm like, I've never seen Steve ever do an elbow. Well, I guess now it's time to see how crazy the AI is. Ah, nice.
Playing around.
You just took yourself out, man. Knock it off. Stop doing unblockables. Ooh, triple hit. Right, Steve's got counter hits, I gotta be careful.
Now this is what I call fun.
You're already dead, man. He seems to react every time I... Oh! Okay.
Now this is what I call fun.
Smash? Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking. He's taking himself out, man. I don't know why the AI is doing this. I hate how I missed.
Now this is what I call fun.
Oh, he's dead now. Oop, he died. Definitely he died that time. He wants to always throw a punch, it seems. He really wants to counter hit you, it seems. Wow, that was faster than me. Oh, I just ended him with a down forward too. Just missed. Just missed, okay. I did 2 different punches there. And he didn't block. I just went for it because I'm like, is he gonna block this? And he did not at all. Yes, perfect. And he did. He beyond dead. That was a punish. Oh, wow. Okay. Rats. And you took yourself out. Hey, he did a kick. He missed, so I was like, huh? I don't know why the AI is constantly doing that. That's so dumb. Shoot, I was just too far away to do wall rise 2. Didn't work, okay. And you died. That was 60 of your life. That was more than a grab. Oh, you deserve every moment of this. You deserve every moment of this. I was waiting for this moment. Dude, what are you plotting? That hits?
Now this is what I call fun.
Well, he's already dead, but I really dropped that one. He ducked in front of me? He punches every time. So the AI is reading this stupid move. The AI is reading this command. Yeah, they're reading that, so that means I could beat them by just. Right, so yeah, they're just getting themselves killed, this stupid AI. Counter 60 life. If I do 15 damage, I didn't. Okay. Well, it looked like I hit him, but I didn't. Did I hit him? I don't know. I don't think I hit him, but it looked like his health went down. Well, now you're dead. Oh, you're lucky. Anyway, he's already dead. That hit? We're off on a weird angle here.
It's over. Shoot right. Smash.
Okay, that missed, but yeah, I hit him. I really didn't want to be close enough to get hit by that, but my back four was too far away as well. Yeah, this is a bad AI. I would consider this a really bad AI. You're plus, aren't you? You were. Okay, I think I hit... Really bad AI to constantly keep doing unblockables like that.
It's over. Smash.
Like it really gets you killed. It really does get you killed. Yeah, I don't know why the AI is constantly doing that. I'm trying to let them know that it gets you killed. A little delay on that one.
This is what I call fun.
Yeah, I don't know what this AI is doing, but I gotta stop. This is a bad one. We've run into some really good AIs, and then we've run into some really bad ones. And apparently Steve AI constantly doing unblockable in the neutral? Excuse me? What? Why? Never have I ever seen a Brian do something like that. Yeah, that was dumb of whoever programmed Steve to do that. Again, there's nothing left for me to do in this training day. I despise having short episodes in Tekken. I really do, but I can't go through another character or two. So it's literally, this is it. It's an hour and a half. Sometimes I get 2 hours if I get wrapped up in electrics and stuff, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, like there's not a whole lot else I can do, and I'd rather have this done, get this episode in, it's checked. It's just, I don't like having it so short. If I could, I would have like edited them all together or something if I was a YouTuber, and I could do 2 or 3 characters. Even if it took over a week and a bit, a week and like 3 days it basically would be. Or depending on when I started it. No, it's a week and 3 days. It would be. It'd be every 10 days I could put 3 videos together. But again, like I can't add anything else. It would be weird. Recapping through all the characters, I don't need to do that either. That's not helping me. Recapping through everybody. What I need to do is see the moves and then start moving on to the other stuff, and then start reducing that giant guide. I don't even know what page does it start on. Give me a moment. I was gonna write down the time. That's all. 2:06. I had 2:04:38, and I'm at 2:06. Again, I've been playing this game a lot to get these characters done, so there is added extra time, yes, all the time. And I'm trying to show up here to let you know that I'm actually still working a lot on this. Oh wow, no way. I scrolled down like almost halfway through my guide thinking, surely, right? No, I was down at Jack, and I'm like, no way. Okay, so... Elisa technically starts on page 28. Now, she's out near the bottom of page 28. So we can pretend page 29 is the start. And my guide, all the way down to all the empty characters. And there's a whole empty thing here. Let's just delete this whole page. And delete this whole page too. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete a few characters here. Okay, we're on page 100. Yeah, let's just pretend I deleted a few pages at the bottom because they're empty. But from page what to 100? Page 29 to 100. Are you joking me? Like, yeah, it's 71 pages of guide. And it's 71 written pages, and every line is taken up. When I do it pretty, like when we're in my Elisa thing, there's no spaces. So literally, Elisa, the movement 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down to their main moves, which I'll probably move some of them around. Stances, the names of the stances, I have full crouch is empty, but there's one space to add a number. And then gives heat is a space and just to add a number, but it will get filled in with actual more numbers than that. And then have my heat state and what they do, the one rage art, the few grabs, the counters, the lows, and I have the 1 + 2 + 3 can show secret moves. Anyway, but yeah, and then that and another move that can go into destructive form as well, and then like one extra plus move, which is down forward 1, 1, 2, which you would never do in the neutral, like I keep doing it, say, and a few strings, and Okies I just wrote down none. And I only have 53 moves, but I know there's more than 53 now, because I don't have the crouch game, I don't have the gives heat state moves. But it's all completely filled. And then from Elisa, I drew a bunch of dashes to make like a nice pretty line in the guide, and then it says Asuka, no spaces. And if I have notes, like Asuka has a note. Step right into low block. Yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, it's all like, it's very snug and neat. Again, so I added full crouch game space gives heat state space, and then heat state, which is always there. So I added full crouch game and gives heat state now. Again, and Elisa, Asuka, all of them, there's none of them are done. And I have frame traps, which I don't have for Elisa. It is frame traps and then strings. Most interesting, and then Okies. Yeah, so that's the stuff I would like to like show you. So either way, today, because I'm live early, I'm gonna try to do another stream now, but I'll try to get some more Tekken 8 done. But I know that Tekken 8's gonna wear me out, so if I could do a full live stream now, that would be preferred, because the last time I did this, I did all of Tekken first, and then I did live stream, and I was gonna tell you, I could barely get through that stream. Doing Tekken all day, and then doing a Tekken stream was, like, not okay. So I did not Tekken this morning, I did everything else. And then I did a Tekken stream, and then I'll do Tekken, and we'll see how I feel. If I don't do a normal stream tonight, it's probably because I'm working on Tekken and I am exhausted. Yeah, like I am just like, that just took me out. Because all of that watching, writing, getting the numbers down, if I'm lucky enough I could copy and paste like a heat move or a stance move, a heat state or a stance move, and I can just keep pasting it. But when it's all different, like Steve was like, goes into Flicker, goes into Lionheart, heat with chip, and it's just like every time I gotta copy. Again, I can't use the letter P, that's broken. Is L broken? L is no longer broken. It's just decided to start working. And so did all of the other buttons beside it. Nope, never mind. The apostrophe is now not working, but the other button between, it was P, L, and all the buttons to the right. The L and the one to the right of L works, but the one to the right of that one has now stopped working. So it's whatever's happening on the right side of my keyboard, it's broken here. But like the numbers work, the comma period works. Like, it's just like something is breaking right here. So anyway, my laptop is ancient and it's slowly going. Oh, and the mouse doesn't even work anymore sometimes. Sometimes it double triple clicks, sometimes it just locks in. If I click once, it just locks. And it just keeps on clicking forever. That sucks. And so if I were to be using the touch screen keyboard thingy, where you have a built-in keyboard on your computer, by the way, you just have to open up the little program and it puts a keyboard on your screen and you use your mouse to type out letters, like I have to do. Most times, sometimes you just click in a letter and you look away and you do something. When you look back, there are 1,000 of that one letter on your screen, and it's a pain in the butt. And it also happens when I click delete once. I don't know when this happened, but I feel like it was a while ago. I clicked delete once to delete something, and I looked away, and I came back. And when I came back, it deleted a large part of my guide, and I backed up as far as I could, but the backup only goes up so much. You can only undo delete so many times. And I had to do the rest of the guide, almost all of my work I had to do over again. Yeah, for the character. So it was heartbreaking. To say the least. I got through it. You never knew what day that was, but yeah, so that. But I wonder if I want to add what I had there. I don't even see it now. Where are you? Strings, extra plus moves. It was Asuka. Oh, yeah, okay, there. Frame traps. Do I want to add frame traps to everyone's guide as well? I don't think I do. If it's like you know, a one punch that you can do all of this, I don't need to know all of that. I just need to know the egregious ones. Ones that people are really trying to kill me for. Ones that are just like, you would never think. That silly move that Zafina was using on me. The move that does not look plus, but it is. And then they were doing another move that was like negative something stupid, and I had no idea it was negative, because every other move was plus. Then they were doing this negative thing, and they were a robot, by the way, so I couldn't quite read the human behind it. It was a command to do that, or that, and I just I couldn't read the robot. But that stuff, like, yeah, I don't think I need frame traps. I really don't. 1-1-3 is -3, and sidestep 2 to be sneaky. Counter hit back 4. And then back 2-4-3. Forward ult forward 1 to go into +5. Yeah, everybody knows about the forward ult forward 1 going into +5. You could do back 4 or down forward 2. Or down back 1-2 to go into heat, or down forward 1-2 to floor break. Or 4 forward 3 +4 1 to 91 gusto, and 2-3 for a wall splat. Yeah, so like all of that from off of forward, a whole forward 1 Asuka. I actually have this written down, and I didn't scroll up to Asuka, but this was actually here. Wild. You can do 1-1-3 to sidestep 2. Go -3 and then sidestep it. Yeah, I think that's exactly what that trap was. They're not even plus, they're in negative frames. So you think to take a turn and they just sidestep to you. Yeah, it's stuff like that. That's some good stuff to like remember that they can do that. Right, but I think only Asuka, I think the only person, again, somebody I watched would tell you about that, and you're like, oh cool, well then, yeah, I'm definitely gonna write that down. So yeah, anyway, looking at this guide, I'm so happy that we're just like 4 weeks away, basically. Like 4 good, solid weeks away. We'll just say like a day is the end of the week, and we start a character, and then we do another character in the middle of the week, and then we end that week and then start another character. So yeah, we're about to like end a week of week 1, coming up on the next day, the next stream technically. The next episode will be the end of the thing too, but the day, well, on YouTube, the days are like just hit next and like months have gone by. But yeah, for me, real time, it's literally 4 more of these and we're done this part of the training and this part of the guide, and that is just enough motivation to keep persevering through all of this Tekken. It is too much Tekken. It is. Every day is Tekken, and it's too much. I could probably do every day as an RPG game, but not every day Tekken. I am not built to be a fighting gamer, let alone streamer. So yeah. Either way, this is motivation to keep going. We're so close to the end goal now. And I can finally do that other videos that I wanted to do. I can finally see what the low training guide looks like and the grab training guide looks like. And I can finally just sit down and watch a bunch of videos and just learn from the people who's already been here, who's already done that, who's some of these people are actual real fighters who goes to tournaments, and some of them are even full-fledged coaches. That you would go to them and pay them, and they will teach you. And some of them are kind enough to just put some of their stuff on YouTube, and you can just watch. You don't have to pay for that stuff. And it's that. So again, I found some pretty unique people. Again, I only knew like 1 or 2 people. And then from trying my best to learn more, I've broadened my how many people can actually who knows their stuff. And now I would listen to them if they say something, and I'm like, okay, so yeah, that it helps to broaden your horizon some and not just watch one person. Like I used to only watch one Alisa main person. I know I've outed them many times, so I'm not gonna do it again. But I've only watched them, and anybody else who wasn't them, I watched the thing and went, what are you doing that for? They would never do that, and every time they fight, they seem to win all the time. Anyway, I branched out from that. I still haven't watched any Alisas. I really haven't. There's not a whole lot of Alisa matches I want to watch. It's not the matches I want to watch anymore. It's new ideas and things that they found out that this character can do that I'm like, oh, okay, you know what I mean, that. But I don't think they pull it off in their ranked matches. So and there's been no Alisas in tournaments. Why would there be? She's not that good. So yeah, anyway, with that, let's call this an episode, and I'll try to find another game to play. I don't want to do my game that I want to play. I want to do a full 4-hour stream. I should just do something quiet and easy, and yeah, I think I got a game I can play. So with that, thanks Heavenlies for showing and watching, and seriously, if you like what I'm doing, please hit those buttons you do by now, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Take care.